Giannis has been making adjustments to his shooting form throughout his entire career, all with the desire to become a better free throw shooter, and shooter in general. So then why is he still struggling? Why is he still shooting a career 72% from the line? What is Giannis doing wrong? In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that Giannis is doing when he shoots free throws that are preventing him from shooting at a higher percentage. These 3 things are very correctable, but until he fixes them, he's going to continue to struggle making free throws on a consistent basis. Let's dive in. The first flaw in Giannis's free throw form has to do with his shooting elbow. Ideally, when you reach your set point, which is the point where you stop raising the ball up into the air and begin to shoot it towards the rim, when you reach this point, you want your shooting elbow to be facing the basket. The reason you want your elbow facing the basket is because it is easier to shoot straight when your elbow is facing your target. It is harder to shoot straight when your elbow is facing somewhere else. Think about when you toss a piece of paper into a trash can, or you throw a dart. You line up your elbow with your target. Same goes for shooting a basketball. Take a look at Giannis's shooting elbow. He's sort of twisting it in front of his body and it's facing this way. For comparison, here are the top 3 free throw shooters of all time in the NBA. All 3 have their elbow facing the basket. Back to Giannis. I'll play this forward and watch his elbow as he shoots. Watch how he snaps his elbow. Watch again. Watch how his elbow travels to his right and up. It started around here, and it ended up here. It's got this sideways and up movement. Here's another clip where it's really evident how awkward it is to shoot like this. This crooked path his elbow takes as he shoots his free throw is making it harder for him to shoot straight, and it's making it harder for him to be consistent. It's funny because if you pause this at his release point, you might think his form looks pretty good, but it's how he arrives at this point which is the problem and what's hurting his free throw percentage. So the first reason that Giannis struggles from the free throw line is because his shooting elbow is not straight. It's not facing the basket when he gets to his set point. Okay, reason number 2 that Giannis struggles from the free throw line. His release timing is off. When you shoot a free throw, you bend your legs and then you extend them and you shoot. So release timing refers to where exactly your legs are in the extending process when you release the ball. Are your legs still bent when you release the ball? Are they finished extending? To have good release timing, you want to release the ball at the same time your legs finish extending. Watch Klay's legs here. Right here is where they finish extending. And now let's take a look up at the ball. You can see he's just releasing it. Players with poor release timing finish extending their legs before they release the ball. Giannis does this. Ben Simmons does this. And this is a major reason why they don't shoot free throws well. So let me first break down good release timing and why it's important, and then I'll show you what Giannis does. When you shoot a free throw, by the time the ball reaches your set point, you want your legs to be bent. By bending your legs, you are storing up power and energy that you're going to use to shoot the ball. You'll see players achieve this by either bending their legs as they raise the ball up to their set point, or they'll just start their free throw with their legs already bent. And then as you release the ball, you want to extend your legs. And ideally, you want your legs to finish extending right around when you actually release the ball. And this is going to allow you to use all of that power you stored up when you bent your legs and transfer that to your release. None of it will go to waste. Back to Giannis. When you extend your legs before you release the ball, you're throwing away all that power that you stored up when your legs were bent. And if your legs don't have any power to give, then you're going to need it from somewhere else. And what happens is the body compensates by getting power from the arms, which is not ideal. Ideally, you want to get all the power for your shot from your legs, and you want to leave your arms to doing the aiming and the arcing on your shot without any added stress. Here's what Giannis does. I'll pause this at his set point. Remember, you want your legs to be bent when you reach your set point. Here's Giannis at his set point, and you can see that his legs are already straight. I'll run this back and just watch his legs here. He starts with them bent, just like Steph, that's fine, but then, boom, he straightens them, and the ball is just getting to his set point. So basically what he did was he used the stored up power in his legs to raise the ball into the air. Why? You don't need any power to raise the ball into the air. You need power to shoot the ball 15 feet. And then from his set point, Giannis raises up onto his toes and he shoots. His legs stay straight and he just raises up slightly onto his toes. Basically, from his set point to his release point, he's just doing a calf raise as he releases the ball. Another part of having good release timing and being as efficient and smooth as possible is you want to extend your legs as you raise up onto your toes. You want to do those things at the same time. It should all be one motion. Watch Giannis. Just watch his legs and his feet. He straightens his legs, and now he starts rising up onto his toes. He turns that into two separate motions, when really you want to make that all one motion. These are the reasons Giannis has poor release timing. This is not a good way to shoot a free throw. It's choppy, it isn't smooth. You aren't going to get good power from your legs, and your arms are going to have to compensate and do extra work. Another reason why Giannis shoots just 72% and has struggled to shoot well his entire career. Last thing, on his release, Giannis has what I refer to as negative motion. Here's what I mean. I'm going to play this in slow motion first, and just watch how as Giannis shoots this free throw, he leans backwards. See that? If I pause it right here, and this is a little before he reaches his set point, you can see that Giannis is standing straight up and down here. But from this point on, watch how he leans back. He hyperextends his back as he shoots. See this curve? So what's happening here is Giannis is trying to shoot the ball this way, but as he's doing that, his body is going this way. That motion is having a negative contribution to his free throw. It's a negative motion. It's not helping in any way. And all that's doing is making his free throw harder. If you want to shoot the ball forward, but you lean to the left or right while you do it, it's going to be a lot harder to make that free throw consistently. And in the same way, if you want to shoot the ball forward, but you lean backwards as you do it, it's going to be a lot harder to make that free throw consistently. It's two conflicting motions. Back to Klay. At his release, he is straight up and down. He's not fading away or leaning back or anything. By doing this, Giannis is just making it harder on himself. Okay, the reasons why Giannis struggles at the free throw line are that he doesn't have his elbow facing the basket, which makes it harder for him to shoot straight consistently. His release timing is off. He releases the ball well after he finishes extending his legs, and he has negative motion on his free throw because he leans backwards as he shoots. These three shooting flaws are keeping Giannis in the 70% range as a free throw shooter. If he wants to improve his free throw shooting to an elite level, he's gonna have to fix these three things. And I know it's not a matter of work ethic with Giannis. I just don't think he's aware of these things. So, hey, Yanni, that's the video mu. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one. Hey, by the way, if you're interested in learning more about the art of free throw shooting, check out my free guide called 10 Things You Must Do to Shoot 90%. It's got some great tips in there that you've got to do if you want to shoot free throws at an elite level like 90%. And I'll put a link to that in the description. Alright, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Opa.